Sometime this year I want to platinum Horizon Forbidden West. But instead of replaying Horizon Zero Dawn or watching a YouTube video, I thought the best way for me to recap the story was to play LEGO Horizon Adventures. The game begins by introducing us to the world of Horizon and its big robot dinosaurs, but also to the main character Aloy, who one day mysteriously appeared inside of the mountain. And this is where I understood that they changed up the story a bit to make it more suitable for kids. Because in the main game she was raised by an outcast, someone who was exiled from the village named Rost, but here he was just a hunter living outside of the village. When Aloy was old enough, it was finally time to embark on the adventure to Mother's Heart, the main village in this game, where Aloy could finally get some answers to all the questions she had. But on our way there, we came across some of the villagers getting kidnapped. And that's when we popped our first of 24 trophies for completing the prologue. Hey! Too early to celebrate. We finally made it to Mother's Heart, but after the recent attack on the village, there was a lot of villagers missing and a lot of buildings torn down. So we went out on our first mission to rescue some of the Nora people. We made our way through, destroying every machine and cultist in sight. And after saving some of the villagers, we got our first gold brick and that popped a trophy. Hey, there's gold in the bricks. I continued on with the second level of chapter 1, where I met Varl, a great Nora warrior who has perfected his falling technique, as you can see. And at the end of the level I completed my first tallneck. And in this game you just get a gold brick. There's nothing special like in Zero Dawn where you get parts of the map unlocked. But completing one got me a trophy. Flathead. Let's go. I unlocked upgrades and more becomes available as you get more golden bricks, but I made sure that every time there was an upgrade that gave me bonus XP, I bought it, because I knew the most grindy trophy in this game was to get every playable character to the max level, which is 20. I continued on with chapter 1, saving more people and unlocking Varl. Hey, almost a warrior. But we also came across Helis, a sun cultist, and his boss, this big red blob. And unfortunately, this is when we lost Rost in this game.
No, Rost! No!
And yes, this is exactly how it happened in Zero Dawn. But Rost is still with us, he just became the narrator. And so I continued on with chapter 1, making it to the end where I had to fight a corruptor, to finally save Tirsa and unlock her as a playable character. With Tirsa back, we went inside the mountain and found a hologram of Elizabeth, and she told us we had to find 3 metal flowers to make a weapon to defeat the big red blob that wants to destroy everything. We began chapter 2 and pretty quickly managed to find a metal flower, but then a big ass robot dinosaur came in and ate it. So I guess now we have to track it down. Hey, that's my flower. I progressed through chapter 2, taking only small dance breaks here and there for the one and only Damn. Why wasn't he a DJ in Zero Dawn? I got a trophy for obtaining 10 upgrades. And not long after, I met Erend and unlocked another trophy for unlocking all the playable characters. I made my way to the end of chapter 2, where I had to go into a cauldron, which are these places inside of mountains and underground where the machines were built. And here I found the Thunderjaw that stole my flower. So then I destroyed it, and I got 2 trophies. One for completing chapter 2 and one for completing my first cauldron. It was time for chapter 3 and entering the jungle, and I did connect a second controller to help me level every character to the max. And I would highly recommend it because the leveling grind in this game is kinda insane. Although having a second character is very frustrating because they can die, and I didn't want to turn on the invulnerability setting because I thought it would turn on for both the characters, but apparently you can't turn it on for just one, and I just found out about that after the story. But we figured out the next metal flower was behind this wall. How we figured it out? Don't question it, it's Lego logic. But the best idea we could come up with to get this wall down was to rebuild the sawtooth. So we began our adventure gathering the parts. At some point in the jungle you might get the option of going straight back to Mother's Heart or towards a tall neck. And my curious ass thought, what's the benefit of going to Mother's Heart? But the moment the loading screen hit me, I was filled with regret. No, let me go back. Let me go back. If you don't choose the tall neck here, then after the story, while replaying missions for XP, you'll just have to pray to the RNG gods that you get the tall neck again. But you most likely will before you get all the characters to max anyway. We gathered the parts and made our beautiful sawtooth, and it worked. We got in, and here we had to fight a sawtooth. And let me tell you, this game is harder than it looks. Many fights, I was stressing my ass off. But I beat it and got my metal flower and a trophy. Hey, farewell to the jungle. I just wish I had gone for the tall neck. The next chapter and flower was located in the desert. And through our focus, we knew that Helis had found our flower. So it was time to get a move on. But you might be wondering why I'm in a hot dog costume. And it's because of these community jobs where you get gold bricks for completing specific tasks. Anything from like setting up a feast table and having a meal, to wearing a specific outfit, taking out a number of cultists or machines, using specific weapons. And I have to complete 20 of these community jobs to get a trophy. But the next 2 trophies I got was when I discovered all the rare weapons and all the gadgets. After the second mission in the desert, I also unlocked my 50th golden brick and I completed my 3rd cauldron. After destroying enough of Helis' machines to make him confront us in person, Varl could finally show off his amazing warrior skills once more and take him out, so that we obtained our 3rd and final silver flower. With all the silver flowers obtained, Elizabeth could make us our weapon, but unfortunately she malfunctioned and we had to make it ourselves. And we made a giant arrow. We went into the jungle and we made our way to the final boss battle against the red blob and his Deathbringer machine. And after pummeling it with arrows, we took it down and popped our final main story trophy. But it was not over. The red blob lived and attached itself to this spire, trying to send a signal. So we pulled out our giant arrow and finished him off.
Never doubt grandma power.
After the main story, there was only 7 trophies left before the platinum. And the next trophy I got was when I completed and claimed my 20th community job. And I started the leveling grind while also trying to find that one tall neck that I missed out on. And before I could find the tall neck, Aloy had reached level 20. And about half an hour after getting Aloy to level 20, I managed to find the 3rd and last tall neck. Now there were 4 trophies left and 3 of them were connected to buying decorations and outfits. But first I decided to focus on getting everyone to level 20. And slowly but surely I got Varl to level 20, Erend, and then finally the last one, Tirsa. Bomba. Yes. Super team. Everyone's level 20, finally. Now I just have to buy some stuff. So now the only thing left was to spend my money. So I first obtained 75 decorations, then 20 roofs or yards, and then the last one, 75 outfits. 75! Let's go! Gonna need a bigger wardrobe. Platinum! Let's go, every last one. Please like and subscribe and tell me what your favorite LEGO game is, because I definitely want to platinum more, and next time one actually made by the GOATs, TT Games. And thank you so much for watching.